Good afternoon, Mr. Shang. Um, Today we're going to be going over the tests that we're going to be taking and your results. So I see your reason for your visit today is a stiff neck and difficulty swallowing, and that your current symptoms are fevers, difficulty swallowing, ringing in the ears, heart palpitations, spasm in the jaw, and high blood pressure. And I'm also seeing on these records that you have no serious past medical history or past family medical history. So just a quick overview of the different tests we're going to be completing on you today to kind of test your symptoms and possible diseases that you may have. So first we have the urinalysis. This tests for diseases such as diabetes or kidney damage, and what we're kind of looking for in this test, and like what are the alerting factors. It's if the urine turns orange during a test with Benedict's solution, that indicates whether there's sugar in the urine or not. And then if urine turns purple with Biuret's solution, that detects if there's protein in the urine or not. Then we have your body mass index. We're going to be calculating that and testing any potential byproduct that you may have brought in today. That's just to see if you're overall healthy for your height and weight. Then with the blood smear test, we look for irregular shaped blood cells or infections in the blood regarding viruses, which could definitely lead to possible diseases. So that's like the main thing we look for in the blood smear. Next, we have the HIV test. It says it in the name, it tests for any HIV in your body. And HIV, if you have it, if it's present, if it's positive, it would destroy cells in your immune system and make you susceptible to disease. So we definitely want to make sure you don't have any of that. Then we're going to be testing your lung capacity. In this test, we look for extreme numbers, either extremely high lung capacity or extremely low lung capacity, to test for possible lung disease, lung cancer, or any other possible problems in your lungs. Then the last test that we're going to be doing today is the EKG test. It measures your heart rate, and in the EKG we look for irregular patterns to determine possible disease. Then after all of that, I'm going to be giving you a diagnosis with what disease you have. So, starting with the urinalysis, your urine was a dark yellow, odorless, and not cloudy. And the results, the sugar was negative, the protein was negative, and since there's no sugar, you're not at a risk for diabetes, and since there are no proteins, you're not at a risk for kidney damage. So that's looking all good. Regarding the BMI and byproduct, you're weighing in about 150 pounds and you're 5'10", making your BMI 21.5 to 22, which is in the ideal range of 19 to 24. So you're healthy. If it was too high or too low, we would have to further check for diseases. And fortunately, you had no byproduct in today, so you're all good there. Regarding your blood smear, all of your blood smear results were normal. Your red blood cells, your white blood cells, and your platelets were all in a normal range of numbers, and you don't have any diseases or infections regarding your blood. So that is all regular. If you want to know the numbers, your red blood cells were in the normal range of 4.6 million, your white blood cells 7,000, and your platelets 250,000 per millimeter cubed. Your HIV test, it came back negative. So you are negative for HIV, which is the best possible outcome that we want. Regarding your lung capacity, Factoring in your height, your weight, and your body surface area, we calculated that your lung capacity was at 4,585 centimeters cubed, which is completely normal for you. So no problems in the lungs. You're all good. And then regarding the EKG test, I detected no irregular patterns, although I detected your heart rate was a little rapid, for sitting at like around 83 BPM, which is not too bad, but it's a little rapid for resting heart rate. But you did not have any disease, so that is good. So regarding the diagnosis, most of your test results came back negative, which is good. That means you don't have any major respiratory diseases or diseases regarding any of your organs, no infections, no cancer. Although, because of the increased heart rate and your symptoms with a stiff neck and difficulty swallowing, you are unfortunately diagnosed with tetanus. Now, tetanus causes intense muscle contractions, like the jaw spasms that you were experiencing earlier. And they're a result of a toxin-producing bacterium in your body. So if the tetanus goes untreated, it can certainly lead to death, as 1 in 4 infected people die. However, with proper treatment, less than 15% of people die, and you have a much greater chance of living. In addition, most healthy children and adults, which includes you, are able to recover from tetanus, and with the right treatment, tetanus will be able to go away, and it has an extremely small chance of coming back, so you will not need to worry about that. Then, since this is a mild case, your best treatment for you your best treatment is for me to put you on antibiotics, and this will kill the bacteria in your body. However, if this case increases and you get worse, then you'll have to get on tetanus immune globulin, and that will have to be administered to you. And this neutralizes the poison and the bacterium. This neutralizes the poison that the bacterium produces. As well, you should get lots of calm rest in a dim, quiet, and temperature-regulated area, and this should minimize the symptoms of tetanus. So that is it for you today, Shang-Chi. Make sure to get that rest and start taking those antibiotics, as that will reduce your symptoms, and hopefully this tetanus will go away. But other than that, that is all I have for you today. So thank you. My name is Dr. Garneau, and I hope you have a nice afternoon.